Hi, and welcome to Nerds Against Normality, the podcast where we dive into movies, games, TV, and all things nerd culture. Today we're doing a review of Lethal Weapon. Does this iconic 80s action classic still pack a punch, or has time taken the edge off? Let's get into it.
I did wonder how long you could last.
I reckon less than 2 seconds.
Less than 2 seconds?
Yes.
I reckon you could last longer than 2 seconds.
Thanks, Vic.
The two times Vic has laughed hardest is when a man gets shot at his daughter's funeral and a suicide attempt.
I wouldn't call it the nice day.
No, but
the
it's
last time I was hungover with you, I almost died.
Why on earth are they interviewing him during his daughter's memorial?
Get him when it's lowest.
Yeah, really.
You'll tell the truth now.
Really kicking bodies down.
I'm Harry, your host, and much like every cop in an 80s action film, I am emotionally, spiritually, and conversationally too old for this shit. I'm here with Victoria Francis. Vic's the calm, rational one, the only person here who actually has things under control, which is impressive given the situation. Much like in the film, every partnership needs someone to keep things grounded, otherwise it's just two idiots causing problems.
Good afternoon.
And of course we have Ben, and like Martin Riggs, he brings a level of chaos to this podcast that no one really asked for, but everyone has to deal with. He likes to think he's unpredictable, a bit of a wild card. In reality, it's mostly just poor planning and committing to jokes long after they stop being funny.
They are funny though.
Benji, this was your pick, so as is tradition, it will be your one thing.
Indeed.
And we don't know what your one thing is.
No, we don't.
Well, my one thing is, it's a bit of a different one. I thought what I'd do is, I will mention what it is, and I'll give you guys 2 questions each. Okay. And then we must move on.
We must move on.
We must
move on, because time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been watching a new anime.
Okay.
It's a new anime, and it's called, sorry if I butcher this, Umamasumi Pretty Derby.
Okay.
I can't believe you've asked me if I've heard of this. This is up there, mate. It's Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach.
Oh, then please take it over.
Umami.
Yeah, then please take...
Sensu Bean. I don't know what you said.
Yeah.
Subin. So have you not seen this?
I have no idea what this is.
Okay, right.
It's a anime adaptation of a popular game in Japan, but it's about girls who are horses participating in horse races.
Now, are they pretending to be horses, or are they transformed into horses?
Is this one?
Because that's 2 very different shows.
Okay, I'm going to say you have 2 questions each. Was that one of your 2 questions?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask us 2 questions each.
No, I already know. I've seen the Pretty Girl Derby horse anime. Why would I ask the questions?
Because I don't know, Ben, if I'm completely honest.
That's fine.
Okay.
Was that also one of your questions?
No, it wasn't one of my questions, no.
Okay, you have 2 questions each, please. Go ahead.
That is my first question. Do they get transformed into horses?
No, it's a good question, and I can understand why you've asked that, Harry. So basically, it's that they're born from women.
Yep, that's how it works.
That's all I've heard. But they have like the horse tail and the ears, and they can run really fast.
So like centaurs.
That's what I was going
Kind
to say.
of like centaurs, but not centaurs.
Sexy centaurs.
Maybe.
Sextors.
I don't know.
Sextors?
Maybe. There's probably something about it.
I went on a sex tour once. It was...
We're not allowed.
Come back.
We are not
riddled.
We're still not allowed in the Grand National. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's they are just they're just normal girls that have the horse ear. I don't know why you're laughing, Vic. Who have the horse ears and the horse tail and have horse names. But also
horse names.
That was going to be one of my questions. What are they called?
Okay, I feel like I'm giving you more questions here, but we'll let it slide. So they're based on actual Japanese horses that ran actual races. So the main character is Special Week, who was a real Japanese horse. If you're going to laugh, Vic, just laugh.
Special Week?
Yeah, it's called Special Week.
Okay.
Is that the thing we're picking up on here? Yeah. And she is with, she bunks in they all go to a horse academy where they learn to run really fast.
Oh my gosh.
And she's bunking with Suzuka-san, who is also was a real horse. And
rest in peace, Suzuka-san.
And funny enough, yes, that actually did happen.
So my final question.
Well, you haven't had your first question yet, so...
Well, my first question was what are their names?
Oh,
well, no, Ben kind of...
I'll allow that.
He thrusted that upon you.
Yeah, exactly. Much like a horse girl.
So this horse school that they all attend...
Tracer Academy, yes.
Thank you. Are there other animal humans there?
Don't be ridiculous, Vic. It's just horses.
Just horses.
It's just horses, but they have male and female trainers who train them to run really fast.
And question part B, is it a all girls horse school?
It's all girls, yeah.
Okay.
It's all girl horses. Yeah.
It's a bit like My Little Pony.
It's kind of like My Little Pony, but much more sophisticated.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated
It's
by
so
this.
funny. This podcast, this has completely split our audience down the middle now, because there's going to be some people who are like, "What the fuck is he talking about now?" And there's going to be
Unsubscribed.
other people who are like, "Oh, he's into the Pretty Girl Horse anime."
I need to see pictures.
I'll show you a picture. I'm happy to show you that picture.
This isn't a question.
No, it's fine.
Legit. Is this Crunchyroll? Is this?
This is a legitimate question, man. Are you well?
Are there horse boys? Oh, I've realised I've asked another question.
No. There's no horse boys.
horse boys.
Again, like I've said, it breaks the rules. There are only horse girls.
So then how do they create horse girls?
It's never really explained, and I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
It's the whole show opens with a hieroglyphic of a horse girl coming out of a woman's cooch. So we just go from there. Yeah. But it's a hieroglyphic, so it's classy and 2D, and from the side.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are we reviewing it next week?
It's never explained who the father is.
So they're sisters.
No. They're just random horse girls.
Random horse girls.
If you're playing along at home, take a shot every time I say horse girl, please. Sorry, and to answer your question, Harry, it is on Crunchyroll.
Okay. So I've got one more question.
Yeah, that's fine. Carry on.
I guess the big one is, what is the point in the show? Is it just to be the very best, like no one ever was?
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of like your traditional anime. Like you have to go up to the leagues to get to like the best racing league.
The Grand National.
Yeah,
in Japan.
kind of. Yeah, Grand National in Japan. Yeah, and so it's her dream to go through all the ranks and then climb to the top and big like that. It's your standard sports anime.
Is it over the top? Like, do they have different forms?
No, that's the one thing they don't do. They are actually
Well, then I'm out.
The actual racing is actually really good. It's like fucking spectacular. But I don't know what the point is. I watched it from a recommendation of ours, thank you, Stacey, who just said, just give it a go, and it was just very charming.
So I need to establish the races. Are they on two legs when they run?
Yeah, 2 legs, yeah.
Okay, I know I've asked that, but
It's like your standard sprinters, but imagine they've all got horsetails.
they've just got...
Yeah.
So yeah, basically it's just a track and field anime, but they're wearing cosplay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And they all follow, but it follows storylines that these actual horses went through as well.
Yeah, I forgot that Suzuki-san went through Horse Academy. Unfortunately, picked art. Couldn't get a job afterwards.
How would she
Couldn't hold the brush.
How would she have held it, Harry?
She could have used her tail. She could have swished it around like a
Don't
big
be
brush.
silly, Vic. Right, let's get back to the horse anime.
And have you finished it?
I've done season 1. There's 2 seasons.
It's 2 seasons.
Have they graduated? Have they moved on to horse college?
No, they're still in it. But season 1 was pretty good because there was a horse girl from France. By the way, it's international. There's a horse girl from France that came over to Japan and
Like an exchange student kind of situation?
and no one could beat her. And then, spoiler alert, Special Week does.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Japanese horse racing.
Neither did I.
I don't know anything about English horse racing, if I'm completely honest.
Neither did I. And then I watched the anime.
And now you're fully versed.
I'm fully up to date with horses of legend.
Wow.
Yeah.
When is this set? Is this meant to be like now?
It's modern day.
Modern day.
It's modern day.
Okay.
Would you recommend it? Who would you recommend it to, maybe, is a better question.
No one in this room.
Oh no, I'm all in. I need to go and watch this.
I think you'd quite like it, Vic. It's a very, very sweet tale of friendship and overcoming odds.
Oh, why didn't you say it like that?
Because I wanted to really hammer home the fact it was a horse girl anime. Alright, to be serious for a second, I assume it's a niche in Japan which is like cozy anime, I suppose. Which is like your Animal Crossings and all that sort of stuff. I imagine there's a niche. I don't particularly like that niche a lot. I like Dragon Ball and Initial D and Tokyo Ghoul. But I can see where the place is for this. I think it's very much aimed at a female audience who want to watch a nice, cosy, happy show. And for that, it's great. So yeah, I'm happy to have watched it. I would have never picked it up otherwise.
Are you going to do season 2?
Absolutely. I've got to see where this ends. Because it does a time skip and it's like 6 months later, and we don't know where everyone is right now because their Team Spicy, that's actually its name.
Love it.
Is scattered everywhere all over the world. So yeah, we just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I've got Monday off. Should we get together and watch all of this together? Okay.
Monday Horse Club.
I will not be there.
I will not be there yet.
We've got to win him rounds.
Good. No more questions, please. We must move on.
On with the review.
On with the review.
Today, we're heading back to 1987 for our review of Lethal Weapon. Directed by Richard Donner and written by Shane Black, the film stars Mel Gibson and Danny Glover as one of the most iconic buddy cop duos in cinema history, facing off against Gary Busey. It follows loose cannon cop Martin Riggs and by-the-book veteran Roger Murtaugh, who are forced to work together to uncover a drug smuggling operation tied to a mysterious suicide. What starts as a routine case quickly spirals into something much bigger. Box office time. What year did I say?
1987.
1987. How much, Ben, it was your pick. How much do you think this cost to make?
40 million.
40 million?
Oh, that seems too high.
That's quite high for when...
I fucked this already.
You said the words.
25.
£25. Right.
25 million.
Okay. It was 15.
Oh, even lower, yeah.
Pretty low.
So you're actually closer.
Yeah.
For once.
With 25 quid.
Hooray!
Yeah, even 25 quid would have done it.
Fuck.
And Vic, how much do you think it made back? Bearing in mind it spawned, obviously, 3 more sequels. And then a TV show, which I forgot about.
Oh, I didn't know there was a TV show.
Did make a TV
Yeah, it did, about 10 years ago.
With the same people in it. Well, we'll get to that later.
He really is too old for this shit.
I think it made 50 million.
50. Yeah, not 50.
Not 50 pounds.
And Benji?
100 million.
100 million. It took 120 million.
Wow.
No way.
Pretty good.
That's just
10 times. And bit.
It's not quite 10 times.
15 you said it took.
I did.
15 times 10 is 150.
Yeah. And how much did I say it took? 120?
Oh, oops.
We're not clipping that out.
That's what I like about this podcast. We listen.
Sorry.
So I thought I'd check out how much that'd be adjusted.
Yeah.
So if it was made today, it'd cost about 40 million and it would have made a return of about 350.
Well, that's what I meant. I was doing my...
I know. I appreciate you work in 2026 numbers.
I do, yeah.
It's good.
That's
Hence
incredible.
why it spawned
Yeah, that's incredible.
many sequels. Okay, right. Part 1, plot. Then just I'll open with the plot for this. Really quite by the numbers.
How dare
Fun buddy cop film.
Yeah.
Go on then, Benji. You start us off.
Right, well, it opens up with a very, very, very long helicopter shot of LA as we get all of the opening credits out of the way.
Oh, mate, 80s films and opening credits.
Forgot about that.
Long.
That opens with a very, very bad panning shot of of the one tall building in LA. And then just a casual woman just lounging around and decides that she needs to...
End it.
Well, I thought she just walked out the wrong door. We've all been there.
You think she's just like mid-yawn, and then just falls over.
We've all done that thing where you stand up too quickly and you get a head rush.
Yeah. Or in her case, took too much cocaine.
Yeah.
That is also true.
Yeah.
And drain cleaner, which is established later. And then that sets off that's your opening gambit, and then we cut to Murtaugh? Yeah, it's Murtaugh, because Riggs is later.
In the bath.
In the bar. Yeah, a lot of nudity in this at the moment. Or implied nudity. Because we're happy to show a woman's boobs, but for God help us if you see Danny Glover's dong.
You can't show black dong.
No.
That's
Scary.
the film reel. Back in those days, not wide enough.
No, absolutely.
So it starts off, I'd say, it's a bit generic, isn't it? Like, there's a suicide. We've got to find it. We've got to goddamn find it.
Very much. And it's that kind of... You get that very standard opening of just this is this person's life, and then you've got Riggs' life, and this is how they do things, and then it's
Who's living a better life?
depends on the perspective.
Yeah? Where would you rather be, Vic? In the bath, getting harassed by family, loving family, or
Your family.
eating the end of a gun?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be in the bath. And
Eating the gun.
No.
Combined.
Really merge
best of
the
both
two,
worlds.
Yeah. Really make these buddies.
Family kisses you on the cheek. Yeah, I'll be out in a minute. Out from under the bubbles.
Well, at least they're not handing me the gun. I suppose that's one thing that we can
Chucks
go for.
Do us all a favour, mate.
Chucks it in. I'll do it. No, you won't, you coward.
But he does have a dog.
He does have a dog.
He lives on the beach.
He
That's
lives on
really
the
cool.
beach.
Yeah, but homeless people live on the beach, and I think that's his vibe,
Not in a
right?
trailer.
He's a posh hobo.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're normally already dead.
He's a maverick, right? It's a classic. I say it's a classic. When this come out, this wasn't a classic.
Yeah.
This was the film.
This
right?
was the one that started it all, was this buddy cop film. Two people who shouldn't get on do then have to get forced to work together and learn to like each other.
Why do they get forced to work together?
Because he needs a partner. Murtaugh needs a partner.
But why?
for
Why
this.
has he got a partner? Is that established?
No.
He needs a partner for some reason. I don't remember what the reason is, though.
Because
Well,
the film
go and
needs to
solve
happen.
this.
Yeah.
This attempted suicide.
I mean, this film...
Solve it.
Attempted.
I mean,
I think she did a
was
pretty good
sexy.
job. If I had to do a suicide review,
Suspected was the word I meant.
she'd get top marks. She'd get green. Great. Speaking of good falls, please tell. I had to rewind it and watch it again. Mm-hmm. The dummy, when she jumps, you clearly see her jump, and then it cuts. It looks like a balloon falling quite slowly.
Everything was slow. Everything slowed down, didn't it? In any action scene.
But I think before CGI, that's how they dealt with special effects.
That was their third take as well. The first dummy had just helium in it, so they chucked it over the balcony. It just went.
Rumour has it, still up there.
Somewhere in LA.
It's an LA Legends now. It's just an inflated dummy with their boobs out.
I also like in the police station, they're mocking. I thought this was so relevant. They were like, oh, the men these days, they're so weak talking about their feelings. Yeah. And I was like, this is an 80s film saying that. I mean, thank God if those policemen were transported today, they'd have a field day, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't even listen to I assume she was a psychiatrist.
She is.
Yeah. They wouldn't listen to her. She was like, you can't bring him into the field because he's suicidal.
Yeah, so he lives on a beach. He's probably too relaxed.
And the guy, I assume he was the captain, was like, well, if he kills himself, then I'll admit I'm wrong. I'm like, what?
That is a good way of admitting you're wrong. To be like, all right, well, if he does it, then I've clearly made a mistake.
I was wrong.
I washed my hands of it. And then they do the jump, the suicide guy. Why would you let him up there? I'm going to say Murtaugh, bad captain. He's a bad leader because he literally looks at the guy who has been cleared just about on the psych profile. He says, have you got any experience with dealing with people who are suicidal? Yeah, I've spoken to them all the time. All right, you're going up there as well.
Yeah. I made that note. Why are you sending the suicidal guy to the top of a building?
Two birds, one stone.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, get rid of him.
Maybe he was thinking, I could do with a new partner. He's already halfway there. So there's somebody
I really want to prove Captain wrong.
Yeah.
I would not have been able to. I feel like if I'd gone up there and it was like, well, today's the day, I wouldn't have even bothered talking to the guy. I would have started from the fire escape, sprinted towards the roof.
Swan dive,
no hands. I would have just gone like that. I would have completely dolphin dived over the edge of it and just gone for it.
That's how you do it, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I enjoyed
Such
that
a good scene.
Yeah.
Well, because he's like, I'll do it, and doesn't notice the gigantic trampoline being blown up.
Which is so funny to me. It's just like...
If you just look down at any point, you'd see that being blown up. Yeah. At no point there was no stress.
Yeah. And then the bit afterwards where, again, bad captain, he literally drags him into a renovated store. He's like, all right, you want to play kill yourself? You fucking do it yourself.
Kind of goading him, I'd say, somewhat.
Yeah. Doesn't like him. Like, they don't like it. They don't like each other at the start at all.
It's not that I don't think Riggs dislikes him. I just think he dislikes everyone, including himself. Mm-hmm. I just think he's just a renegade maverick.
He's a heartbroken man, isn't he? His wife's dead.
His wife's dead, yeah.
Also
which they
Victoria.
Tides come in.
they breeze over that though. His wife being dead, don't they? The opening shot, and they're not until the very end. When at the end, I was like, "Oh yeah, his wife died."
That's why he's like that.
I just thought he was a cool suicidal bachelor on the beach.
I had to ask Rob about why he was being so specific about the bullet when he was like going to kill himself in the trailer at the beginning, and then he unloads his gun and then puts that specific bullet in, and Rob was like, just watch the film.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's important then.
For let's face it, a light-hearted action 80s film, it goes dark at times, doesn't it? I was not expecting it.
For a film in this era that has a really long part where he literally has the gun in his mouth and tries to shoot himself. That didn't happen in those sort of films. You never showed a character like that who was
the weakness.
Yeah, he was just completely
unquote weakness.
I'd say that the villain is probably not the strongest villain in the world, nor is the henchman, nor is any of the villain, to be fair.
Gary Busey is like the main villain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. He's brought in, and the first time you see him, I actually thought, he's intimidating, because he brings him out and he puts the lighter on his arm, and you can kind of see like he's a bit mental, he's unhinged, he's, Riggs 2.0.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the last you see of him until the end of the film.
Yeah.
Really. I felt like he could have done a bit more of him. The film is very much based around not the plot, but the chemistry. It's the relationship.
Yeah,
it's
the developing.
Yeah, the whole thing
romance.
Yeah.
I did wonder how long you could last.
Yeah, I thought that, because surely I don't know.
No chance.
No.
Like, not long.
I reckon less than 2 seconds.
Less than 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I reckon you could last longer than 2 seconds.
Thanks, Vic. I don't care what the rumours say.
Harry, he served in Vietnam, he's into martial arts, he lasts longer than 2 seconds. I guess we're going to call you a lethal weapon.
What a guy. Oh, that's the thing. I didn't realise it was called Lethal Weapon because of Mel Gibson, that he is literally a lethal weapon. Yeah. That is the cheesiest bullshit I've ever heard.
It's quite funny.
I mean, it's funny, yeah.
It's such an 80s title, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
What else happens?
Great plot. What else happens in it?
Well, I like that he invites Riggs in for dinner.
Oh,
And they have a nice little scene around the table.
That's such a dad thing.
But wasn't it lovely?
No, I liked
he's
it.
trying to like build this. He's like, well, I'm stuck with him, so let's.
Yeah.
Let's
make this happen.
Teenage daughter giving him the sex eyes.
Yeah.
Didn't like any of that. When she walked in, it had the cheesy 80s, like saxophone, sexy music. And I was like, oh, okay, someone really attractive is coming down the stairs. Oh, she's like a 15-year-old. Why have they done this? What a bad choice of music.
There's a lot of things that I'm hoping we're going to go on to later that did not age well. That is one of them.
Terrible. But at least he doesn't entertain it.
Yeah.
He finds it funny. He's like, I think your daughter has a crush on me, and he like just laughs it off. Awesome way to respond to that, because that is fine. That is fine. Just the bad guys, they make it weird when they're like, "Oh, your daughter's quite attractive." Yeah, she's also just leaving school. I miss 80s music.
Me too.
Like film music. It's just different. It's different. Could you imagine like Endgame having some of this?
Very different.
Very different vibe. On your left.
As they put Tony Stark's little light up heart thing in the water.
I love you 3000 or whatever it is.
And then flows on into
I love it. I really miss this. It's also kind of, you just don't really get, pretentious things like, you just don't really get like filmmaking much like this now. This is more rare now in how we do films now, because we don't really do buddy cops anymore. They don't exist particularly.
I like that it didn't take itself too seriously throughout the whole thing. Like there was all those funny moments, but maybe because it is an 80s film and it was the first of its kind, I don't think it really knew what it was doing either.
It was making its own rules up. Yeah.
So like 1 minute it was like the Christmas tree scene at the beginning where Riggs is taking down all the drug dealers in the Christmas tree farm at the beginning. And he's like taking cocaine in front of them and then goes absolutely batshit and batters them all, and then the police turn up and you're like, oh, okay, it's an action film, wicked.
We've all been there.
And then he puts a gun in his mouth and then it's funny, and then it's all these it's Christmas.
But that's the funny part.
That's not the funny bit. I will say the plot kind of falls off a cliff about the third act, but when the daughter gets kidnapped, it really starts to like you said, you're just kind of making this up as you go along now, because they do that bit in not the desert, but wherever it is, the beach.
Yeah, the Breaking Bad bit.
Yeah, the beach. His house is literally there, and obviously gets tortured, and they have to uncover this whole drug ring, and then it ends with two of the most dad things ever, which is why I think this is one of the ultimate dad films, which is for Murtaugh. It ends with him running down the street after a car, and then just completely
giving up.
Literally, and then
you get him. Fit a younger version.
Which we've all, as people who are going to be dads, and this one now. Like this is how this is going to happen. You're going to run after an angry driver, like on the pavement, shouting at him, and then for Riggs, it ends with the second dad thing, which is you have a punch up in the front garden of your house.
Oh, that was a stupid fight.
That is so ridiculous. It's like,
but can I have more of that, please?
And Murtaugh's standing there with all the other policemen going, no.
He's got this, let
him fight it out.
He even said, I'll take responsibility for this. He's given to a van that's let him punch him up, let him fucking throw down on the lawn.
he needs this.
And then he, like...
This was before therapy was accepted.
Well, yeah,
this is how men dealt with feelings.
You either kill yourself or you fight the shit out of somebody.
The psychiatrist is there going like, well, this is good. If he dies, again, I've washed my hands of it.
I mean, before that, the chase, I was pissing myself. So Gary Busey escapes, right? He nicks a car. And like you said, they chase on foot for whatever reason. They don't do the traditional I'm a policeman, get out of your car tactic, which is classic. But whatever, he's like cut him off on the bridge. Mel Gibson is just running through the street with a fucking machine gun, like going, excuse me, it's like people would be fleeing the streets, right? You are a mental, you look like a psychopath, right? You look like a fucking Tina Turner impersonator, right? With a submachine gun, running full sprint with mad eyes wide open. No one's going near you.
Turn back time!
And then Gary Busey, all he needs to do is just go 30 miles per hour and drive normally, because it's pitch black, right? Mel Gibson, no matter how good of a shot he is, will not know where he is.
And also, cannot run as fast as a car.
Oh, I've seen the film, he can.
Well, that's what blows my mind. Why are you running? Like, you're never going to catch up. Movie magic.
There are two big wides in this where you see Mel Gibson run. One is in the desert, one is in the street. Mel Gibson's got a weird run.
Oh, yeah, the zigzag run.
He's got like his
zigzag run.
Yeah, he ran a zigzag. So I brought this up. He was running in a zigzag across the desert, bush, whatever we're calling it. And that's exactly what Rob said. He was like, of course he's not running in a straight line, Vic, because if they're going to shoot, it's harder to hit a moving target. I was like, right, okay. He looks like a twat.
I mean, the plot's fine, right? It's a generic, starts off as just a normal case, escalates into something else. You've seen it in loads of other series, loads of other movies.
Yeah, it is a very...
They basically rip off a bigger case, don't they?
It's conspiracy theory and it all goes up to... Yeah.
They even take the piss out of that when they're going like, oh, it's loose, it's a loose thread, or whatever they say, isn't it? Like, oh, it's very loose, but it's worth checking. But it turns out that small hunch is exactly correct.
Yeah.
When we fucking nailed it.
And well, there's the one person who can probably help us, and he gets shot through the window at his own funeral. No, not his funeral, his daughter's funeral.
His own funeral! He's gone for enough! Leave him alone!
Why on earth are they interviewing him during his daughter's memorial?
Get him when it's lowest.
Yeah. Really
I'll tell the truth now.
Really kicking bodies down.
And did you also notice when he did get shot, he was holding the eggnog, and he was holding this like bottle of eggnog, and the bullet just comes through the eggnog, and it just dribbled. So stupid. He's standing there holding eggnog in front of the mirror. He clearly gets shot. The bullet comes through him and then through the eggnog, and then just the eggnog like dribbles out of this carton that he's holding.
The two times Vic has laughed hardest is when a man gets shot at his daughter's funeral and a suicide attempt.
Everything all good at home?
This is not a therapy session.
All right, we'll move on to characters. So realistically, there's only Riggs, Murtaugh, and
the helium.
And the helium girl.
Okay.
And Mr. Joshua, which I didn't know was his name. That's Gary Busey.
Was that his name?
Mr. Joshua.
His name's Josh.
Yeah, no, Mr. Joshua. Please respect his name.
Michael Joshua.
So Riggs is unhinged, but I'd say somewhat controlled. He's like a good level of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd want him on a night out, I think.
He uses it to his advantage to off-put his...
Because he's specially trained, right?
Yeah.
They bring it up a few times. Like there's only a few men on Earth that can do the things that he can do, like run after a car,
and shoot that far away.
Yeah, he's because they're both in the Vietnam War. He is unhinged, but he's obviously got a very good moral code as well because he loves being a police officer.
He says that, doesn't he? He's like, I am only alive because of the love of the job.
Yeah.
Like, I love what I do, like being a policeman, making a difference. Yeah, so he's a good guy. I mean, I think it's appropriate that they got someone who's fucking unhinged to play someone fucking unhinged.
Yeah, this was pre the whole Mel Gibson meltdown. The Mel meltdown.
The Mel meltdown. The Mel
meltdown. Yeah. And we've coined that first.
I know he's a bit of a dick at times.
Murtaugh.
No.
Riggs.
Yeah.
He goes to Murtaugh's house and he shows respect.
Yeah.
He doesn't go there and be an arsehole for the sake of being an arsehole. He's an arsehole to himself.
Yeah, not anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't want to be an inconvenience to other people, I think.
He's the sort of character that he hasn't got much else to live for apart from the job and the people in it, like you said.
And his dog.
And his dog.
I really liked the way that he bonded with Murtaugh over, like, my wife's terrible cooking. If I've got to endure it, you've got to endure it too. Yeah. Like, those sort of jokes and nods, and I thought that was...
Oh, I'm so sorry. My daughter's quite attractive. Sorry. You're going to have to deal with that.
And then he brings him on the boat. And, like, they have a little mandate on the boat.
I love that.
Clearly has no idea. He's just bought it
Oh, yeah.
to have a boat. Lads.
They do take the piss out of each other as well.
Yeah.
Like quite a lot, but you can tell it's like done more and more with like a lot of love. Especially the bit at the end when he gives him the bullet. Mm-hmm. He's like, I won't need that anymore. And he's like, because I bought a second one.
I've got an even bigger gun. But Murtaugh, he's more grounded, more believable, I guess, as a person.
Seems more tired as well. Like he just wants to get through to
Retirement.
Yeah, literally, that is it. He just wants to get there and nothing else.
He kind of balances out the Riggs mentality. So Riggs, although he is a good guy and a cop, he is shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
And he'll kill people before he even... Like, as for Murtaugh, he will shoot the legs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He will try to bring them in alive. But they're better off, if we actually question them, we'll be able to find out more. And Riggs is like, yeah, but have you tried just shooting him in the head?
Yeah.
Really fun.
I wrote down he's very extreme, very quick to action.
Very quick.
Doesn't take that extra millisecond to go, yeah, the leg would be fine rather than the face.
Until his daughter's taken.
Yeah.
And then the kill switch gets activated. And he goes fucking mad, doesn't he?
Windmilling everywhere.
He's like, you know what, Riggs? You do have a point.
You should run down the street with this assault rifle. They balance each other out. It's like a team that's incredibly good at what they do, because you've got the renegade and you've got the person who's like, we have to say things by the book, but they
Take
will
a breath.
Yeah, they will let each other do. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, Murtaugh knows there's a time and a place, because the time for diplomacy has gone
Yeah.
at the end when he's like, fuck it, Riggs, do your thing.
Drove to my living
He
room.
just like fucking unclips the leash, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Basically, he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to tell you when to stop. You just do your thing. You've got your Marine trained. You just fucking go off. Yeah. And that's like why he does at the end, right? The fight when he's like, don't worry, I've got it. I've got this, guys. Don't worry, I've got this.
all these police officers just stand back and let this happen for some
watching.
reason.
Mr. Joshua, even though he's only in it briefly, I'd say he feels dangerous to a point, but he does feel a little bit generic.
The film wasn't about him. I wasn't interested in him.
Could have been anyone, right?
Yeah.
Getting Gary Busey was a good shout, I think, just because he looks mental. Like, he looks fucking unhinged, doesn't he?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's the Riggs, but the bad choice, not the good choice. Which is what you kind of want from your villain in this sort of film. You want
It's a safe option, right?
You want the option. You want your opposite, who made the bad choices, not the good choices. But there's nothing. There's
Not memorable.
no, because again, it's just one of those 80s action films where you don't need your bad guy to be particularly memorable. You just need them to look threatening.
Yeah.
And be a big.
And he also doesn't have a big name. Like, I didn't remember him
until I
called
looked
Mr.
at-
Joshua.
I
That
don't.
didn't stick with me.
Oh, his name or Gary Busey.
Oh, sorry, the Count's name. It's not like a villain that you remember.
No, Hans Gruber.
Exactly. I have a question for you both about characters.
Go for it.
Who is your standout little character? Like, they only appeared for a couple of minutes or only had a few lines or something like that.
In this.
In this film, because I've got one and I'm wondering if it's the same for you guys.
Psychiatrist lady.
Psychiatrist lady?
Yeah.
Why do you like her?
Mostly because she talks a lot of sense, and they're like quiet females in the
Yes.
80s.
You can't follow me into the men's bathroom. This is where men meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was the little kid when they're all sat on the fire engine, and he's
him.
like, "Don't tell him your name, Albert."
Yeah. Oh,
The bit after that as well, was he covers his mouth and says he's 6.
He was my favourite, like,
I love him.
little character.
Yeah.
ready for game time?
Yeah.
Always.
Are you too old for this shit?
Probably.
I'm going to give you, I think, 10 scenarios. 9 scenarios, right? I'm so good with numbers. I'm going to give you 9 scenarios. I need you to tell me and give your reasoning if you're too old for this shit.
Okay.
Right. Scenario 1. It's a Tuesday night, 10 p.m. The guys have messaged. It's a 90s bangers club night down the local. Are you getting ready and heading out? Or are you, in fact, too old for this shit? Tuesday night. Let's just say you're Monday to Fridays, 9 to 5.
I would like to say, yes, I'll be there, but absolutely not. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah.
If I've got work the next day.
When does it finish?
When does it finish? Let's say like 2 a.m. Plus, let's face it, kebab stop on the way home.
If I'd planned it, if it wasn't a random text message,
Yeah, you
I'd
take
be
the
there.
day off after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
you're an
I'd-
adult.
And I'd go.
And I think you've answered your question with that.
I am too old for this shit. I'm giving you, yeah.
I'm going to say I'd do it.
Yeah.
I think I would. If it was like a 90s thing, because then I can like mosh at the end to Nirvana, and I'll be quite happy with that.
All right, so we've got separate ways here.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Scenario 2. Your favourite author is releasing their new book, and the queues are expected to be well over 3 hours long. Ben, I assume it's the same with Formula 1 releasing new tyres. I don't know how it works.
I told you that in confidence.
Are you still queuing? Or are you like, fuck that, I'll just get it online?
Now,
Yeah.
I'm too old for that.
Too old
I'd
for
have
that shit.
pre-ordered.
What about if the author was there signing copies?
Oh, then yes, I'd be there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ben, if Pirelli's there signing tyres?
No, I'm too old for that. If Pirelli doing tyre signings, no, I'm not going to be there. No, I'm too old for that shit.
Scenario 3. Your cousin calls you up. They're moving house. They want you to help move everything, but only paying you in beer and a takeaway. Are you helping, or are you too old for this shit?
Too old.
Oh, no, I'd help.
No,
Yeah?
Yeah.
shit.
You say that, but you did literally help me the other day with a big bundle, which was
Yeah.
like a mini move.
Yeah, from the shop.
And you did get payment in literally beer and a
That is true, but then like the Albanians were on our case about that, so we needed
to act fast.
We needed to get that off the boat quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
Podcast would not have survived.
No, I don't think we're going to get maybe. I don't know the family members listening, but like you are closer to me than my cousins, so I'm going to help you.
You'd help out?
Yeah, if anyone asked.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, fair enough. What about if Mel Gibson asked?
I mean, he's probably got people.
He's got people.
He's probably not asking me, but sure.
Not
Mel
anymore.
Gibson needs
Nobody
me.
wants to be associated with him anymore.
Also, I would question if Mel Gibson would need help moving because he lives in a trailer, famously, which could move.
Oh, that's true.
So he could just move his house.
All right, scenario 4. You had a bender that got out of hand. You have plans for the afternoon, but the hangover is colossal. Are you summoning the strength to carry out these plans, or are you too old for this shit?
Too old for this shit.
It really depends on what the plans are.
Let's just say it's 12 o'clock, meeting the girls for a nice brunch coffee thing.
I'm saying I'm too old because they'll totally understand. Because
Yeah.
they're all hungover as well because I made them drink the night before.
What about your mum, who hasn't seen you in a little while?
Yeah, I'd summon the strength.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Ben?
I think I'm too old for that. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Yeah, the hangovers really wiped me out completely. Unless Mr. Pirelli was going to be there himself.
Not his representative.
And I want to know, I want a video call confirming it, then I'll go.
I agree. I would not.
No.
No.
Also,
I'm at the point now where I'm nearly 40, so it's now 2-day hangovers. Do you know what I mean? Like
So
it's-
you plan for that. You plan to not do anything the next day.
Yeah.
Surely, because the hangover day is the nice day where you have to rest. Surely.
I wouldn't call it the nice day.
No, but
the
it's the
last
day-
time I was hungover with you, I almost died
When was the
in
last
the
time?
Premier Inn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
romantic.
Oh, yeah.
Not romantic.
No, because I kicked his nude body across the
Yeah.
bathroom floor. like one of those curling stones.
And I was going, what do you need to do? We were putting up, we were like, go around me.
So I
Yeah.
made contact with his head because I kicked him in the dark. Because why would I expect him to be in the bathroom?
Why would you expect that?
Scenario number 5. A 5-day festival has come up and the group chat is buzzing about it, with everyone wanting to go. Are you packing your camping gear and going? Or are you too old for this shit?
Too old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do like a V festival?
No.
No?
If I'm allowed a hotel,
That's game changer then.
then game changer. I'm not camping. No.
Ben, I feel like you would.
I would do it. Yeah, I would do it. I go camping, like, getting back into camping now, so yeah, I would do it, especially for a festival, because, like,
Camping's for wankers. I'm just going to say it.
it's the hardest opinion we've ever had on this podcast. Camping is for wankers.
Mate, I went camping with you, and it's one of the worst experiences of my
Yeah.
life. And I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
Right, I've seen
had-
some real shit.
You had fun.
No, I didn't.
You eventually had fun.
I eventually had fun.
As we
Yeah.
were leaving, you had fun.
Yeah, once I saw on the sat nav, it was telling me it was 3 hours to get home.
Once you got in the Nando's, you had fun.
Yeah. All right, scenario 6. The lads have surprised you with a last-minute ticket to go on a long weekend abroad.
Oh.
Are you grabbing your passport and getting involved, or are you too old for this shit?
Yeah, I'm going.
100% going.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough.
It's a long weekend with the boys.
I love a long weekend with the boys.
I love Long Weekend with the Boys. Where would you go?
Well, I don't know. They've surprised me with a trip, so I'm going wherever.
Yeah, it'd be somewhere shit like Benidorm, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. I'd be well up for that.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, I don't know. I'd fare in Benidorm. I'd get so angry in Benidorm. I'd be sat there like on breakfast, just like arms folded. Being
Yeah, it's
like,
posh
moody.
Butlins.
Just being so moody.
But it would be so sunny and cheap beer and
And then I've got
cheap
like
cocktails.
fucking Gazza and his wife who are like getting into swinging now or something like that next to me having a fry up.
You've seen the news, Barbara?
Yeah,
Still
literally.
letting the boats in.
Yeah, literally. He's like, Pedro, full English please, mate, with chips. It's just like, oh my God, I hate this place. I hate everyone. It could literally go into the sea and I'd be quite happy.
But the sea would be there.
Yeah, exactly, which means it would be fine for it to just go.
Go and have a little swim.
I will not mourn Benidorm when it goes. That's my hot take.
Rest in peace, Benidorm.
Great TV show, though.
All right.
Yes.
Scenario 7. You've had an argument with your partner. You have no choice but to sleep on the sofa with no pillow. Can your back and neck take this punishment, or are you, in fact, too old for this shit?
No, I'm fine. I'll sleep on the sofa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not worried about waking up like the crooked man?
No.
I'm too old for that shit.
I was about
I would sleep on this sofa with no pillow.
I was about to say, this is a you thing, Harry, not a...
Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't?
No.
I could.
I'd need a pillow. I do have a pillow. I'm too middle class now. Old Street Harry would have been able to do it, but New Street Harry.
Oh, sure.
Naked, hungover, drunk Harry in the bathroom.
He fall asleep halfway through the window, hanging out of it.
If I'm drunk, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But sober, no.
As long as I've got a blanket,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to sleep without a cover.
that's fair.
But that's more out of comfort than
Yeah.
yeah.
You need a cozy.
Yeah.
I could do that, but yeah, I'd need a blanket. I'd need that one there.
Scenario 8. You're being forced to go on a family holiday. It's a retreat up in the mountains. Trouble is, there's no Wi-Fi. Can you cope with this shit, or are you too old for this shit?
I could cope.
No Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's fine.
No internet. Your phone's just basically a paperweight.
Yeah, you got books and you're hanging out with
What?
Oh.
Ugh. What are they?
How long's the trip?
Let's say 2 weeks.
Oh, that is a long time.
2 weeks away.
And in the mountains of all places. I mean, there's only so many times you can recreate The Sound of Music as a family.
What's your family doing?
We have a lovely time when we're together. It's very rare.
Okay. I suppose I'd try and be clever and I'd pre-download everything
Correct.
I wanted.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I would pre-download every audiobook, every podcast, everything I'd need, and then I'd get there.
Steam Deck, I'd have it preloaded.
Yeah.
I could do that then.
Yeah.
My business would probably suffer a fair amount. But, you know, bankrupt the business.
All I've got, but knowing me, I would mess up. So the only thing I've got downloaded on my phone is Cruel Intentions. So like, I guess I'm just watching this on repeat for 2 weeks. Check our review of that.
Yeah.
Right, the last scenario, the biggest one. You drop something on the floor. Can you pick it up? Or are you too old for this shit?
Too old for it.
I'm picking it
Too
up.
old for it. I got a limp yesterday because I put my knee in the wrong position. Yeah,
No, it's lost
It's
to me,
gone
mate.
now.
It's
Yeah.
lost to
It's
me.
never coming back.
Yeah. It's the realm of the floor now. Do you know how many bank cards I've had to order from Halifax? I just scuff it under the sofa and hope.
No, I don't think I'm being ridiculous, sir. When something drops on the floor now, do you guys like hinge at the waist, like the hips, to bend over and get it, or do you crouch down?
Depends on what it is.
Because I'm now crouching down.
You bend down at the knees.
I spend about a minute and a half warming up. And then, assuming I've not been injured in the warm-up, I then bend at the hips.
But like you play football and stuff. You
And
used to
honestly,
run.
my body is a wreck for about 3 days after.
Yeah. And you train a lot.
Yeah,
Ben's considerably younger than us.
I'm a little bit younger than you.
Don't say considerably. I am a young, independent woman.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm incredibly
28,
younger
wasn't
than
it?
you.
We agreed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for playing. Am I too old for this shit? On with part 3. Where does this stand amongst other 80s action films? Right, I've got a little list just to refresh your memory. So I've got
well done.
Die Hard, Aliens, Terminator, Predator, RoboCop. We've got the Indiana Jones films. We've got Road Warrior, Mad Max, Escape from New York, and Commando. Those sort of films. Do you think it ranks quite highly?
You say that, it just reminds me of the 80s being the best.
Peak action cinema.
Decade.
Yeah.
I think it's done a lot for even future films. Like I found...
Didn't do much for past films.
No, it did not. You're absolutely right.
Searing insights here at the Nerds Against Normality podcast.
There's a bit that made me think of Home Alone, and I can't remember which bit it was.
Home Alone?
Yeah.
There's the bit where the house explodes when they're walking towards it.
I can't remember now. But yes, there were lots of similarities between those other films and this one, so...
Do you think it's as good? Do you think... I personally think it can sit there quite proudly as one of the top action films, I think, personally.
I can't comment because I've not seen a lot of those films that you've just mentioned.
You will.
What?
In this job, you will be.
You will, yeah.
Which ones have you seen?
I've seen Die Hard.
Cool.
I've seen Terminator. I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I've seen Lethal Weapon.
Oh, cool.
You haven't seen Terminator?
No.
That's insane.
I know of it, and I know...
should hope so. I know of Terminator.
We are
To this
acquainted.
podcast called Nerds Against Normality. Yeah, I've heard of Terminator.
Oh, look at her bragging.
Some niche film.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to
So
say.
the question is for Ben more than it is for me.
Mate, I didn't think it would be, but yeah, apparently so.
I mean, I was going to have to use this to justify my rating, but without Lethal Weapon, we don't get Bad Boys.
100%.
We don't get Rush Hour, depending on how we feel about that film now. But we don't get... And also, without this sort of stuff, we then don't get Hot Fuzz, because that's a buddy cop film. Literally.
Yeah. It's
So that
parody. But yeah.
it's a pastiche of those, but it started with Lethal Weapon, this buddy cop genre, which is now... It's still going, but it's just going in, TV shows and such now.
I heard it's good as well, the TV show. I've not watched it.
me either.
It's only 2 seasons, I think.
Something like that.
But yeah.
No, I think this sits really well in it because I think it took itself. It's not trying to do what Commando did or anything like that. It's not trying to be ultra tough special forces guys that can go in and kill everyone and then
It doesn't take it over the top.
No, it doesn't, and it shows one of your characters is a guy that's in his 50s that is.
Does a jog and gets out of breath.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I like that. I think that's awesome to show in the 80s when, that was still the height of it. And then you've also got a guy who is completely unhinged and is suicidal and openly talks about it, which in the 80s you would just not have done, because how do you market that to men?
Men.
It's just a good... Like I said, it doesn't. It's also it's set in LA, so it's not New York. It's not any of that sort of stuff, and they don't blow up massive buildings and all that. The biggest stunt in this is he jumps off the roof and the car gets flipped over. That's pretty much the biggest stunt.
Yeah, the opening gambit where she obviously jumps.
Yeah.
But obviously, we've already established that the helium balloon is still flying.
Yes,
over
of course.
LA.
We have established that. You'd be amazed how that comes back in Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh, what a
cameo.
What a twist!
It's in the background.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying about Commando. You haven't seen these films, but they normally rely on when it goes down, it goes down. I know it kind of kicks off in this, and they have the dramatic fight at the end. But in Commando, he literally, the iconic shot is him holding a massive rocket launcher, and he just blows up shit. Yeah. Rambo, another classic, right? It's just him wiping out an entire village. It goes in hard. And this film just focuses on the two people, the chemistry between the two people, and it sticks to that. Even though it does have some high stakes drama, it sticks with that, and I like that.
I feel like this film came out as a response to those sort of films, because we all the film industry just goes through. Films go through peaks and valleys. You love one thing for a few years, and then
look at Marvel. You rewind the clock 10 years ago. Every Marvel film that come out, lapping it up, can't wait for the next one. Now everyone's just done. This was the first time viewing this, and I've not seen any of the sequels, obviously. How do they hold up, roughly? You said 2's good.
2's good, I like 2. 3 I don't remember very well. One of them, I think 3 is fine.
Yeah.
4 is... No, because
is
4...
it good, it's bad, therefore it's good?
4 just falls for its own trap. Again, it does. It starts to become parody. It starts to become the thing it was.
It's parodying
going
itself.
against.
Right.
So it becomes this massive, over the top, just gunning down everyone, and then it comes to a point where it's not believable anymore.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, Murtaugh is a guy in his 50s who is able to take down,
He is actually too old for this shit.
He is literally...
So we're still following the two of them.
It's still those two for all 4 films.
Right.
Yeah, 2's good. 3's fine. 3's got a decent villain, but they're fine. They're fine. They kind of fall into the same as like Die Hard. The first 3 Die Hards are pretty okay.
And then
I
they go
rate
over
them.
the top, yeah.
And then 4 came along and it's like meant to be a revamp. And yeah, this does come out after Die Hard. But then the heroes started to become cops. Those were meant to be then... No one wanted soldiers anymore. Nobody wanted special forces soldiers. Nobody wanted like those as the heroes anymore. They wanted to see police officers doing their jobs.
Do you think that's because that's more attainable by the average guy?
Probably, yeah.
More relatable.
Yeah, and I mean, it went all the way through to like Bad Boys. Like Bad Boys is 2 police officers who admittedly get into the weirdest, like most over-the-top things ever, but they still are police officers. And you could kind of attain, yeah, like you said, Vic, you could kind of be that if you wanted. But then Hot Fuzz does obviously completely throw that part saying there's no way you could do this amount of action and not do a considerable amount of paperwork. And that's why Hot Fuzz is the best body cop film.
Yeah,
of all time.
Yeah,
it's not
Hot
even
Fuzz
close.
is-
It's not
Yeah.
even
And
close.
that is our one hot take. Camping is for wankers, and Hot Fuzz is quite good.
Score time. Vic, you gave it
I did. I gave it 55.
55, which, funny enough, was the same as what my wife
Yeah,
gave it.
Stacey also gave the same score. I enjoyed it as a one-time watch. I'm not going to watch it again. I don't think.
Would you watch the sequels?
No, if I'm completely honest. But I did enjoy the film and I did laugh through it. But I think I was possibly laughing at it rather than with it.
Like the suicide bit,
Yeah,
which obviously was the
the funniest bit.
And the eggnog
And the
assassination.
eggnog assassination, and the bit in the tree, back to the tree fight at the beginning when he shot one of the bad guys. He had 9 perfect bullet holes in a square on his chest.
I didn't know
I
that.
thought that is so dumb, like it's just so stupid. And how things took too long, like when the girl fell out of the car in the desert. Everything was just long and over exaggerated, and it didn't need to be. So I think I was laughing at it rather than with it. Average film. Sorry, babe.
Sorry,
Benji,
I gave it 70, didn't I?
you gave it 75.
75, thank you. 75, I gave it. I really like it. I think it's one of these classic... If you're going to watch some films from the 80s, this is on that list, and it has to be on that list. Because, again, started off an entire genre, and I think in terms of casting, their chemistry in it is incredible. And it's like, if you've just seen everything blow up all the time in the 80s and you wanted something different, this is that film. Saying that, though, I think Lethal Weapon 2 is better. So that's why I've sort of knocked it down a bit.
So this was your pick.
It was.
When was the last time you watched it? Other than obviously recently.
Oh, a few years ago, probably.
Does it hold up? Did you remember it fondly?
Yeah, I still remember it fondly. I still remember a lot of the scenes.
So you went into this knowing you'd like it, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I wasn't going to go into this thinking, like, but this isn't going to be as good as I remember it, because I still remember it being quite good.
Okay.
Do you need to watch Lethal Weapon 1 to enjoy 2?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There's a few little callbacks, but there's nothing like...
So you could watch it as a standalone film?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I think you could watch any of them as like standalone films. Anything that goes to 4, you could probably do. But yeah, I just haven't really thought about it since then. And it's one of those films that if someone had mentioned, I watched Lethal Weapon the other day, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, I love that film. But I'm not constantly, like, if we're talking about action films, probably takes a little while for me to mention that one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I've not given it much higher.
Yeah.
What did you give it, Harry?
So I gave it 70.
Okay.
So kind of in the middle between you guys. I kind of agree with your last bit what you were saying there. I think it was very good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was stupid. But I enjoy that film. I enjoy stupid films, and I think it's a boy film. Like it's a boy film
another boy film.
who's just gonna have fun watching. Like Mel Gibson roll 9 times whilst he shoots someone. Why is he rolling 9 times? It's so dumb. But I want more of it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Why are they having a 10-minute karate fight in the garden?
Try and drown him in a puddle.
It's just ridiculous, but I want it. Yeah. But I will say, if you was to give me, recommend me some 80s films, action films, I would go Terminator, I would go Predator, I would go like Rambo, Commando, Die Hard. There, I find it falls into not the peak category. I think it goes into the one below it.
Yeah.
I think it punches into that category, high into that category,
Yeah.
but it does not break into the top tier category. But I still enjoyed it. I still had a great time, even though I was interrupted a lot of times with the baby. And I would 100% watch the sequels.
Nice.
With all our 3 scores combined, it dropped it into 67. So it got a final score of 67, which falls into our find it on streaming bracket, which I think is fair.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Okay, with our scores wrapped up, just a little bit of trivia before we finish.
I'd like to hear this.
Okie dokie, whoever got it. Jackie Swanson, the lady at the very beginning of the film, she performed the high fall on her own. The stunt was done using an airbag covered with a life-size painting of the driveway with cars, which, like a foreground miniature, visually blends into the real scene. Thus, the editor is able to hold the shot until she makes contact with the airbag for greater realism. So, although I took the piss about the falling helium balloon, yeah, when she actually does do the jump towards.
Wow.
Yeah, I would like to go back and see if I could pause it and you go, oh, that's definitely a miniature. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I love old filmmaking so much.
Yeah, how creative.
This is what I love. This is why you
It'd
should
be
watch.
a green screen now. Wires and a green
It would
screen.
be.
Yeah.
But this is why you need. This is why I love these sort of films, because if you watch these stunts, you have to remember they did them.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Mel Gibson turned down starring roles in The Fly and The Untouchables in order to do this movie. Good shout leaving The Fly.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him in that.
No, I think that's. Yeah, he's done better. That was a good choice.
But it's just also fair play to him. That shows faith in the project.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? In the scene where Riggs is contemplating suicide, Vic's favourite scene, there is an actual blank bullet in the chamber, which Mel Gibson was pointing at his head, thinking that it would allow for greater sense of portraying the scene realistically and dramatically. While bullet blanks don't actually fire live rounds, the ejection of air and debris from the gun barrel can and has fatally injured people at close range.
The Crow. That's how
And Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin, yeah. Recently.
Oh, you'd
Why the
never
fuck?
get away with that now.
No. Next up, we've got.
Scary, isn't it?
Jesus, you put a nerve bullet in there now.
Riggs was a much different character in the first draft than he is in the movie, and a lot more mentally unstable.
Oh, good.
For example, in the original version of the scene where he kills a sniper who is shooting at the kids, instead of using his gun, Riggs used a rocket launcher to blow up the sniper. Which kind of falls into the bracket we were saying earlier, that like it's not too over the top.
Yeah.
Good call.
Scale it back.
Yeah, scale it back. I thought this was interesting. The actors were trained in three different forms of martial arts to prepare for their roles. The actors learned a trio of martial arts techniques, including, and I hope I say this right, capoeira,
Yep.
The dancey
Brazilian
one.
Eddie Jordan.
jailhouse rock, which I refuse to believe is a real martial art, and jiu-jitsu. Gary Busey recalled also learning taekwondo as well. Busey's interest in martial arts began when he was taught these forms in Lethal Weapon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. This week, I've learned that I am in fact not too old for this shit, and I will keep doing podcasts until I die. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch over at nampodcast.gmail.com. If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at nampodcast@outlook.com. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.